My name is Nik Lewis. I'm a senior and I'm studying economics and public policy. Yeah, so I generally would define the South as like a lot of the former enslaved states, as well as like DC and like everything from Texas towards the east. But I also think the South has a lot of like diversity that's often like not talked about, especially between its like rural and like urban areas. It even has people in the South, religions, all that kind of stuff. I think it's very interesting.
And can you describe your project starting with like the title of my project is?
Yeah, so my project is addressing the affordable housing in Chapel Hill, affordable housing crisis in Chapel Hill, and
Hold on, start over.
okay, sorry. Okay, the title of my project is addressing the affordable housing crisis in Chapel Hill, and I generally work just to research and do like data work in terms of figuring out like why is like housing becoming more expensive. A lot of this has to do with like the supply of housing. There's not enough homes being built. There's not enough like multi-family homes being built as well. There's a lot of like single-family homes, which generally is gonna like constrain the amount of like housing you can put down on a piece of land, because like one home is taking up a lot of land, not able to put like a lot of homes next to it. So I wrote about that. Generally, I wrote about like exclusionary zoning, which is a policy that restricts types of homes that are able to be built. I wrote about how a specific neighborhood in Chapel Hill called Northside is a historically black neighborhood that has been there for generations and has ties even to like people that were in the civil rights movement. And so I talked about how and anywhere in the U.S. you can work to designate an area as like a national historic district meant for preservation and meant to preserve the honor of the people that used to live there, the people that live there now, the descendants of the like freedom fighters. If you can designate an area as a national historical district, you can get a tax credit, which is really helpful, or like it's like an income tax credit based on like the people that live there, which can really help other communities that live there are facing like increasingly high property taxes and are just like struggling to make it in everyday life. I think when I started out, I think I just wanted to, I genuinely wanted to learn more about the community that I live in. I grew up in the Triangle. I grew up in Apex, so just outside of Raleigh. And so I want to understand, like, okay, like, what are these, like, everyday challenges people face? Throughout the country, there are a lot of issues with affordability. That's, like, probably the main thing with our country right now, with, like, income inequality and just lack of affordability into the groceries. Everything costs a lot more now. So I just wanted to understand, like, what are these people facing? What are ways we can help improve it? And then maybe draw visibility to the specific neighborhood that I ended up looking at.